So let's talk about leadership here. The diversity of experience you have is downright incredible. It seems you're moving on to a new challenge and a new team almost every year since you've entered your career with IP. What is the most valuable non-technical skill you have developed from having such a wide variety of jobs?
I think being open to try something new, being open to be stretched, to take a position in an area that you're not familiar with. It goes back to what we talked about earlier, right? So how do you gain experience? You just got to be willing to do it. So be present to do that, but you also have to be willing and open to try something that will likely feel overwhelming, will feel scary, will feel like you're not adequate or fit to do it. I think as pulp and paper, one of the benefits of our industry is we are very forward thinking in the sense of leadership, meaning we give young leaders the chance to lead very early, right? So in doing that, typically you won't be the expert of all of that equipment. You haven't had the time to do that. But I think if you focus on being open to learning new things, being open to being part of a team, being open to not being the smartest person in the room, all of that will help you give you that opportunity to really drive things forward. So you think non-technical, really it's being open to being vulnerable. And then as far as for me, my background, my experiences, I would likely say every single position I've taken, I took it with a healthy amount of fear. Fear that I didn't know how everything worked, fear that I wasn't an expert, fear that I'd have to lean on some of my team, people that worked directly for me for knowledge. But all of that allowed us to build better, stronger bonds and more respect amongst one another, being open to learn, right, from those different people. So I think being open to realize that, and the fact that I've been willing to take moves in positions in parts of the mill I've never worked in, but almost kind of being excited to try something new, stretch my legs, see where that would take the company, the team, the mill at the time. So I think doing that is something that more and more pulp and paper, international paper, or anyone associated with the tapping organization can probably understand and likely relate to, that we need people that are willing to try something totally different, and senior leaders just have to trust that we're going to put them in a position to be successful, right? The soft skills hopefully meld that bridge from one position to the next.
Yeah, thanks for that answer, Kyle. We often talk about books on this series, but I think today we're actually going to go the movie route. From your answer, what I think of is immediately that movie Yes Man. Although it's been a while since that movie came out, I think everyone's just got to be willing to say yes. Whether it's you have a little bit of fear, the only way you grow is by moving forward. That's what I've heard plenty of times in my life already. And that Yes Man might be a movie that we might want to revisit here, over the next couple months.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I think in general, if you're going to bring parallels, I've always made a joke and said I was just the only guy in the room that put his hand up and said, "I'll do that." So Yes Man is a way to think about that, saying, yes, I'm willing to being open to different opportunities and to being stretched and taking things that may make me feel uncomfortable. Because again, there's a healthy amount of respect and fear that comes in any new challenge, whether it be personal life, whether it be related to or not related to work.